Crowdsourcing is still an undefined process. There is no official taxonomy, however we are working to standardize this. The unofficial umbrella of crowdsourcing is broken down into 4 divisions, which are based off of the inputs, not necessarily the outputs that crowdsourcing produces. The first division is contests. These are where a client posts a project in the form of a contest. A crowd of people will compete to win an individual prize. These are common in design sites such as 99 Designs and CrowdSpring. The second division of crowdsourcing is microtasking. This is where you take a typical task and you break it into individual chunks, and each worker will work on an individual chunk, such as translating a document. Rather than send the document off to a translator, you break it into individual sentences, and each person works on one sentence. These are common on sites such as Amazon Mechanical Turk, Servio, and Microtask Forms. The third division of the crowdsourcing umbrella is macrotasking. This is where individual workers can work on a project, but they usually see more of the project than if it was a microtask. They can usually see the whole project from beginning to end, or at least a larger portion of it. They can get involved with the phase they enjoy the most. Open innovation is the most common form of macrotasking. An example is General Electric using open innovation to enhance America's power grid. Anyone can get involved with the General Electric project on the phase they like the most. Common platforms for macrotasking include Incentive and Chaotix. The fourth and final division of the crowdsourcing umbrella is crowdfunding. This is where you get a crowd of people to help fund your project. How it's different than traditional funding is that you specify exactly how much you want to raise and a deadline by when you want to raise it by. You then have to raise 100% of your budget by the deadline or you don't receive any funding. These are common on sites such as Rocket Hub, Kickstarter, and Indiegogo.